Hello, my name is Christopher, and I will read through this article Google Search Console for better SEO, so you can understand a little better how Google Search Console works. Okay, so let's get started. Google Search Console is essential if you're doing SEO for your website. Read on to learn everything you need to know about this service and learn how to use it to optimize your content production. What is Google Search Console? Google Search Console is a free service offered by Google. It lets users know how your page are viewed by the robots of the world's largest search engine, Google and Yahoo and so on. And if you hear people talk about Google Webmaster Tool, then they talk about Google Search Console. It's the same thing, they just changed the name. And Google chose to change the name since this tool is for anyone working on a website and not only the webmasters. What is Google Search Console for? Search Console is a tool known and used by people who maintain a blog page for their business or work with marketing strategies. In short, it helps users realize the optimizations needed to make their page more visible and better ranked in organic search results. Google worked to improve their user experience. This free tool serves as a guide for people to create quality pages that are relevant to their audience. And this is really important. So basically it's a guide so you can make a better website for Google and for your user also. Okay. In addition to being a free service, it has some benefits that makes it an excellent option for those who want to improve the sites continuously. Search Console tools and reports let you see which keyword that give your website traffic. So to understand this one, then we can go to Search Console. And here's the overview. I will go through this a little later if you just continue watching the video. But for now, I will just give you an overview. So we go to Performance. And I said, see which keyword that gives your website traffic. So let's see. So here's the keywords that are used to find my website under queries. And if you go to Pages, and let me see if I find animated logo. Okay, this is one page I have on my website. And if I click on this one, and then I go to queries, then you can see what kind of keywords that are used to find that website. Okay. See how many clicks and impressions your page get from Google's organic search. So then we can take away this one. We are under Performance. Pages, and here you can see, if you click here, then you see this page on my website has 8 clicks and 3,712 impressions. So people have been seeing that, but only 8 has been clicking. Okay. Tell Google that you have created or updated a page on your website. And this is maybe the most important one you're going to do here. I mean, one of those. So every time you make a new page, then you have to paste it here. So I can use this as an example. So let's say I have been updating this page now. Then I copy this link, go to Search Console, and I paste it here and enter. And since this page is already online, then you see it's already green here. And then you just click on Request Indexing. But if this was a new page I just made, then it would have been gray, and it would have said that this page is not yet on Google. And then you just click Request Indexing, and it will be checked by the robots of Google. And see other sites that link to your website. So if you go to links down here, Then you can see other pages, external links, other pages that links to your website. Okay, and internal links. That's links you have in your website, so going from one side to another side. And receive alerts about things that need to be reviewed on your website for it to work better. So you will only get you will get mail about it also. So they will tell you if something is wrong and something needs to be fixed. How to set up Google Search Console. Now we will verify your domain so you can get started with Google Search Console. So the first thing you want to do is to come here, write in your domain. And continue. Take the domain one. And then you get this long code here, so you copy it. And then you go to your hosting provider. And in my case, I'm using SiteGround. So from here, you go to Websites and Site Tools. Then from here, you go to Domain and DNS Zone Editor. And from here, you go to TXT and put the value and you paste the link. And you leave the other empty and just create. And that's it. So now maybe you need to wait like 2 or 5 minutes before it gets verified, but it shouldn't take long at all. Normally just give it 2 try and then it's there. But if it takes more than 5 minutes and still it's not verified, then maybe you didn't copy the whole link, so try to do that again. Okay, and that's it. How to use Google Search Console. The left menu contains all the Search Console features that help you understand the page indexing, traffic, link quality, and issues Google has with your website. Knowing the details of each menu item will help you read your page and identify what needs to be changed to increase the ranking and improve your site's quality. And I will go through this one now. Okay? And overview. As the name implies, Search Console Overview is where you see a report with the most important information you have overall. So if you go here, this is where you come when you first log in. And you don't have any information, but after a week you will start, or a couple of days, you will start getting something. And you can see here performance that you have here on the left side. Then you have coverage that you have under index coverage and enhancements that you can find here. Performance. Now I will just read through this one before we go back to Search Console. Performance. In this section, you can check important metrics on the performance of a specific pages or keywords and find out which pages are doing best. The URL inspection. This is what we talked about earlier when you have copied the link of a new page and you paste it here. So it's not much more to say about that than every time you make an update on your page, then you send it in. If you make a new page, then you send it in. So yeah, and you can see here if there are something you can do better or if there are something that doesn't go through. Okay. And search results. This is the most important one and the one you will use the most time in. In this tool, you can choose to analyze a keyword, one site, a country, a unit, and an aspect. Also, you can get graph of click, impression, click-through rate, and location data for your search. So let's take a look at that one. So we find it under performance. And what you see here is that you have 69 clicks over a period for 3 months. And I can change this to 7 days if I want. So then you see 9 clicks in 7 days. But let's go back to 3 months. And you have the total impression, so how many times your page or pages has been shown in Google. And click-through rate is the average of those two, so 0.2%. It's really low and I need to improve this one. And the average position is your average position at Google. So you can see what, let's go to pages here and you see, click on this one. Then you can see what position every article is estimated at. So let's start with the first one, queries. Here you see the search term that has been used to find the page. When we go to pages, here we find information about the pages one more time, the clicks and the impression. And if you want to click-through rate, then that comes up. If you want average position, then that comes up as well. Then you can go to countries, and then you see where in the world people are coming from. And devices, so what kind of device they have been using to find you. And for me, most people use desktop, but it's also because of the website I have. And normally, you have mobile is just as popular as desktop, if not even more, in the clicks and the impression. So just keep in mind to have a mobile-friendly website. And the search appearance. Here, for example, you can see the videos, and I have some video in my website, and those are showing in the search results in Google, in the organic search. And you can see that here. Okay. And discover, that one we can skip for now because you may not see it. I don't have it. And index. In this section, you will find all index page information and indexed errors. And coverage. Here's how Google performs to index your pages, which one and how many are listed to show to user during the search. You can also see details of error types such as server, page not found, that is called 4 of 4, and that's the most common one. And you probably is going to have that one. That's when you have one page and suddenly you take it away, but the link is still up in the Google search, and when they click on it, they don't find anything. So then you need to redirect them to another page. Or if you have an inappropriate redirect occurs. Sitemaps. In sitemaps, you create, organize, and analyze the map of your site. And you can improve what you need, and thus increasing the speed of indexing of pages that you create. So I will show you how to do this now. Just get to my website here. And to make this easy, we're going to use the plugin Yoast SEO, and I recommend that you use that. So you can find it here, and in general, then you go to features and XML sitemaps down here. Then you just click here and you go to see the XML sitemap. And then you copy this link, this URL, then you can close the window and you go back to Search Console and Sitemaps, and now you will post it here. So post it and submit, and then it comes here, and it will update itself when you make a new page. And most likely you will not find any error with this, but if it happens, you get a notification from that, or you can see it here. And removals, we can take that right away. Removals is here. If you have a page on your website that you want to remove from Google, that is showing up on Google, then you'll just make a new request, take in the URL, and send it in. So then they will remove it. And let me just go back to the sitemap to explain something here. Very simple. What the sitemap is that it's just a map for the robots of Google, so they can go through your page easy and faster. That's it. As the section name suggests, improvements are the reports of issues that need your attention. So let me just read through this one first. Ease of use of mobile devices. So we can go back here. So if you see here, mobile usability, and click on that, then you can see I have here 4 errors with 3 issues. And here you can see what the problem are. I mean, the texts are too small to read, clickable elements too close together, content wider than the screen. And if you click on one of those, then you can see the details, and when you have fixed it, then you can verify it here. Okay? And if you have fixed it, then the error will go away. And Sitelinks Search Box. Sitelinks Search Box is additional information that you can have in organic Google search, but it is up to Google to choose whether or not to display that information. And this is called structured data. I will show you what I mean by that. So let's go to Sitelinks Search Box and value. And learn more. Okay. So here's an example of how Sitelinks Search Box looks like. But again, it's up to Google if they will show it or not, so maybe don't use too much for time on that one. Security issues and manual actions. Manual actions. Is your site vulnerable to spam or hacking? By going into this subsection, you can learn what happened and what solution Google has taken to solve that problem. And security issues. If your site is infected with malware or hacked, here is where you will find alerts and details to make the necessary arrangements as soon as possible. So let's go here. Then you see security and manual actions, and it will show up what need to be done to fix it. Okay. Then you have all tools and reports in Search Console. You can read through this if you want, but since it's not relevant on the Search Console anymore, then I will not use too much time for it. But you can find it here. So if you go to there, you can still use them, but you get sent to another page. It's not something you will use, but you can do if you want. And then you have links, and we have gone through this one. So again, links, external links, internal links, and you can go click here, then you can see what pages is using that link. Okay. So before I end here, I just want to let you know that the most important is performance, and send your new page or updated page in for inspection. And sometimes you can go to coverage to see, but you get message, so don't worry about it. Okay, and if you need any help, then just send us a mail and we will try to help you.